Fragrance Familia. Today we are doing a blind buy unboxing of first impressions on a hyped clone fragrance by Dumont, their Nitro Gold. Let's do it. Now, yes, you guys could already recognize the box off rip prime. This is where I got it from. Unfortunately, no other website had it. It seems like it was sold out pretty much everywhere, so I had to get it through Amazon. Got it pretty quickly, which is awesome. But I did almost spend 50 bucks. Yes, 50 bucks. I'm like, what the hell is going on with today's prices for real? But we're going to see if it's even worth those 50 bucks and how good is it, and just see what's up. So let's get right into it. You gotta love being a Prime member because that 2-day delivery, man, always comes in handy. But yes, like I said, it is an extrait de parfum Nitro Gold here, so I'm assuming that the first blast is going to be pretty potent and the longevity is going to be pretty good here. But that is all assumptions, and we don't jump to conclusions. We need the facts. Facts. I got it right here. Nitro Gold. But now, for real, if you guys like this type of content, definitely leave a like, comment, or subscribe. Definitely nice bottle. I can see it being there in the shelf, and it sticks out. Yep. So that's cool. Not the biggest fan of these little things right here, like the Coach for Men. But other than that, feels like a little leather strap right here. Little weak magnetic cap. Definitely can't pick it up from the top. It's not strong enough. So careful with that. But yeah, let's get what we really care about, and the smell. Wow. Shoots out like a water gun. And let's see first impressions, what we got here. So very off rip, I'm getting light. I'm getting a light fragrance, not as potent as I thought, but I'm getting a good whiff in the air. And yes, smells familiar in the air for sure. And yeah, it smells like Born in Roma, the EDT, in the air. Up close, pretty strong, definitely need to air it out a little bit. Usually with the extraits, for like the first couple of minutes is definitely going to be pretty strong. So I don't recommend smelling it on skin immediately, which fuck is we talking about? I had no fragrance on today. Crazy, right? Johnny Scents without a fragrance? Now that's nuts. Just like the price on this thing. But for 50 bucks, you're pretty much getting, at least off rip in the air, I'm getting definitely the similarity to the Born in Roma EDT. That bubble gummy, aquatic-y type of smell. Fresh, aromatic. Definitely very nice and pleasant. I would even say off rip, because I do have the Valentino. Shout out to Valentino. They are definitely awesome. The EDT though, but paying for that price versus this, oh yeah. Okay, so on skin, kind of similar. On paper, it's not really there. Definitely smells better in the air. The blend here, I feel like it's a little bit, it's not messy, so it's not too bad. And the quality here off rip is definitely good. It's not really alcohol-y. It doesn't smell really cheap. But I feel like right now the fragrance is trying to figure out exactly what it's trying to do. So I'm getting like a little sweet, tropically, maybe some pineapple, or like an orange, slight orange tinge in the back. Some freshness, aromatics. I mean, you see me, I'm all up in here. So the fragrance itself doesn't seem to be super loud. Okay, so that is something, at least for me, especially since it's an extrait de parfum. I'm like, why isn't it strong? But that's cool. I mean, I'll take it for 50 bucks for the quality here. Off rip, off of first impressions. In the air, it was giving me 8 vibes for sure, like the Born in Roma. But on skin, I'm getting like a 6.8. Like, it's not bad, but like I said, right now it's trying to figure out exactly what it's trying to do. Some sweet fruits, tropical fruits, it seems like, and that Born in Roma DNA. So a little salty, a little aquatic-y, fresh, aromatic, maybe even a little green, but very little. But yeah, I mean, not a super bad fragrance. I think this would be perfect for those young cats out there I mean, let's be real. If you're like 15 to like 18, you're probably not making the biggest buck. But if you want to smell like money and you don't, for less, and you don't want to spend that much money, but smell like it, yeah, this is definitely a nice one to have in your collection. Oh man, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I mean, this is definitely a fragrance that's up my alley. I mean, as it's drying down, I'm getting like whiffs of it in the air, and yeah, it smells it smells lovely, man. I think this would be, cater to most people's liking. The people that it probably wouldn't cater most to are those people that don't like that bubblegummy sweetness. To some women, I could see this being a little unisex, but in the masculinity level, I would definitely say that this is probably more towards the 6.5. I'm sure as it dries down, maybe it'll be a little bit better, but let's look at some notes and see what's up. So the main accords are going to be woody, citrus, fruity, sweet, musky, fresh, spicy, amber, marine, fresh, and soft spicy. So that's awesome. It's a 4.23 already with 57 votes. Perfect for all year. I mean, this is definitely more playful, joyful, casual, so I could see this more for the spring and summer. But, for 50 bucks, you could even wear this in the winter and it'd be cool. But to some people, you maybe want to wear something a little bit richer during the winter, but you could still rock this in the winter. Top notes, we got pink pepper, apple, tangerine, grapefruit, black pepper, pineapple. Middle notes are cedar, salt, marine notes, cognac, vetiver. Base notes are amber, musk, sandalwood, toffee, vanilla. I mean, I always do my research, so I guess this wasn't a complete blind buy since I already saw some reviews and whatnot. But nonetheless, yeah, I mean, this is awesome. I definitely saw the notes and it definitely captured my attention, like the toffee. I already know amberwood, musk, sandalwood, vanilla is going to be a nice combo. The cognac was cool with the marine and salty vibes. I was like, what? And some nice sweetness on the top. I mean, yeah, this is good. This is solid. This is definitely already a 7.5 off rip, 7.8 headed towards that 8 mark for sure. And I can only assume that over time this fragrance will only get better, as a lot of fragrances do. Oh, but beautiful, beautiful. I don't know if you guys can see, probably not, but my wrist is kind of gleaming. So I could definitely see the longevity on this thing being pretty good. The projection, unfortunately, is not as beastly as I thought, but that's cool. Sometimes for an extrait, you don't want something that's going to be too piercing or burning anyone's nose. This is definitely a nice central type of fragrance for sure. Compliment getter, dude. Sexy type of fragrance. Yeah, if you guys have 50 bucks and you guys like that Valentino or you want something like that for 50 bucks, check it out. So yeah, overall with the smell in the air and with the smell in the skin, I would say this is an easy 7.5. This could be a cop for sure. It's not a blind buy fail for me, but off rip, first impressions for sure. I'm not getting the best vibe here, but I am excited because I hope that in like a week, just improve overall everything. But definitely not bad. As it's drying down, I can see it getting into more of that Born in Roma. I got it because they said that I also smell like Creed's Millesime Imperial, which is absolute beautiful fragrance in my opinion. Perfect for the summertime as we're getting there. I'm not really getting that here, but I guess maybe you can say like 10% of Millesime Imperial. So if you were like me and you were expecting a little bit more of that in here, unfortunately we're not there. It's definitely more of the Valentino, Born in Roma, the EDT. But I like that fragrance as well. That is an 8 in my opinion. And yeah, as it's drying down, I can definitely see this getting into that 8 range. So yeah, I mean, in my opinion, this is a blind buy success. Like I said, if you guys want to cop this, Amazon seems to be the place right now to have it for almost 50 bucks. I think it was like 48, 49 bucks, something like that. But yeah, compared to the Valentino prices, especially with today's prices going on, even these fragrances are costing almost 50 bucks off rip. Man, the hype is real. There was a lot of hype in this one. And like I said, if you like that Valentino Born in Roma type of DNA, that bubblegum sweetness, just works anytime, anywhere. Perfect for casual wear, perfect for the spring, summer, anytime, anywhere, dates, work. I'm gonna definitely be wearing this to work this week and testing it out a little bit more. So stay tuned. But yeah, and that's going to be the fragrance of the video today. If you guys like this type of video, this type of content, definitely leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Love and appreciate all the support. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Like and subscribe.